Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a undefeated by the way, Admixture deck. We're currently at this case tournament here in our locals at Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Over 35 participants. Today I'm here with Alex, who played. Alex Nauticon, by the way. 6 rounds of Swiss with on top 8, also undefeated as well. So Alex, before we get started, would you like to give any shout outs?
First off, I'm gonna give a shout out to Robert here, because he gives me like all my cards so I can use them. Yeah. Shout out to Abdul for not taking the deck back, because this is his whole deck. I just haven't gave it back to him, and I decided I wanted to play today. Shout outs to Mystic Mind, that card's really good.
Cringe, right? Very cringe.
Shout out to my last opponent, really good game.
Sword Soul, like Despia, like in the room.
So Sword Soul and Despia, I was like expecting a lot of Sword Soul and Despia. So like that was the reason I wanted to play this deck, because like against Despia, they could super poly, like you make a big negate board, like 5 negates, you get super polyed and like you lose everything. Against Sword Soul, they can like easy crack a board with like cards like Restruda, they can go like droplets on your shit. It's like really annoying. So like I wanted to play a deck that couldn't be broken. So I played Admixture because like no matter like if you have super poly, if you have droplets, like it won't matter, because you can't like super poly or droplets to a rival. And if you can't out it, it might as well be 5 negates. So
okay, well that was a good decision to make today. Also, we had the YCS in Hartford, Connecticut, and so yeah, so we had a couple people out of town, but we still had a good event, good turnout. So Alex, if you don't mind, we're gonna get into deck profile, okay?
All right, so I'll get into deck profile. We played 3 Chi-Chi, 3 Picari. So these are your 1-card starters. They're the best ones. This adds monsters, this adds spells. And I'll get into the 1-ups, adding nisters. We got 1 Doyon. This adds back from grave and it's linked off. It adds spell or trap. This one is a Foolish Burial. These 2 are extenders, but this one's like almost better than this one, because it makes 1 monster when it's linked off unaffected by card effects, so you make like a second towers. And this thing's like a hot red. In the graveyard, you can banish it and then like negate a card, like any card. So like spell trap. You usually just save this for like threats against their rivals, so you protect them. So when they make Sheng Ying and they make it like 4,000 off of like desires, you can just go effect, target, negate, just back to 3,000, then you deal with it on your next turn, you kill it. Then they have no more else to it. So I wanted to play this. Also has another effect where it's like a battle fader in your hand. There was a play today that I was gonna bounce this back to my hand with this and add it. And then when they try to go battle phase with Sheng Ying to attack it, I would go negate Sheng Ying. Like attack. It would have been really funny, but I didn't do it.
But you have the option there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had options here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So I play for the hand traps 1 Veiler, 2 Ash, 2 Nib, 2 Imperm. So I wanted to play more hand traps in the main, but there was like better go second cards in my deck. My deck was mostly tuned to beat Sword Soul and the Despia deck, but this is like really weak against Despia. But for some reason, people like overextend and they just get nibbed. But these cards are so good against Despia. This is mostly for Sword Soul, and these are also for Sword Soul. I only picked 2 Ash Blossoms because like I want to deal with the Moye summons, so I cut 1 Ash off from the list.
Interesting. All right, so hand traps is how lineup. Okay.
Yeah. So not that many hand traps to go second with, but yeah, there's like a lot of better go second cards in my deck.
Gotcha.
Then we play for the spells, 3 Island. You want to play 3 of this. It's not like a Sanctuary. You need to see this card or you're not going to play. There are some plays where I just add it off this and then like add a second one later, just so like if they Ash the choke point, it wouldn't matter. 3-Eye Michu, that's self-explanatory. 1 Idle Reborn, 1 Fighting Spirit. They're both Reborn spells, but this one's a quick play for some reason. But they're both different names, so you can like Reborn 1 back, and then in the grind game, when the Doyon goes back to grave, you add back the second one, so you get 2 Reborns a turn.
Gotcha. And you only want to play 1 of the Reborn?
Only 1 and 1.
Okay.
You can only use 1 of them once per turn, but they both do the same thing. So they're pretty much. I would play this at 2 normally, but because this is a different name, I could use 2 in the same turn if I wanted.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
And I played 1 Eye Contact. This really helps with your back row matchups because it helps you like dig for side cards. It helps you dig for a cross out, which is really nice. So yeah, I wanted to max out on this. Some people like don't even play this, but I think this card's just insane. So that's it for the spells of that. We got 2 Silent Minings. I didn't want to play 3, but 2 was good enough. I want to see it sometimes, all the time.
Yeah, 2
And
is just the right
card.
number.
This
Huh?
is the best card in the
All
deck.
right, let's hear it.
Play 3 Mystic Mines.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
This card is insane. So, and 1 Terraforming.
Are people still not expecting Mystic Mine? Or
1
what?
Metaverse. So I play 5 copies, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
So I just assumed everyone would just like play packs list. Cause like, and they're just gonna like turbo out like a Lord of Darkness is, and they're not gonna main deck removal. And if they're not main deck removal, they're just gonna automatically lose game 1 to this card. So like I was just hoping like, oh, I'm just gonna win every game 1 because if I go second, I'm missing mine, and if I go first, I make the rival. But this card is insane because you have a combo in here where you make your Towers monster and you slap this on the board, so it makes it really awkward to out your Towers monster while keeping like 1 monster on the board at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah, just these 5 cards. It's really good going second, really good, even good going first. It's literally a part of your board. Then I play 3 droplets.
Of course.
Not much to say about this. Card's insane. 2 crossouts.
2 crossouts.
Yeah, I want to see it sometimes, but not all the time.
Gotcha.
So
How clutch was crossout today?
the oh, yo.
Let's
So
hear it.
I was playing against a Flunder player in my 4th round. He asks me, how many cards in your deck? I say 41. And I ask him back, how many cards in your deck? He says 60. And I go, okay. And so like, I do my play and I Mystic Mine myself, right? And I thought it'd be funny because how does Flunder out like a rival plus mine? They need like a perfect hand to do it. But he doesn't do that. So he goes Mystic Mine me. I was like, oh, but that's funny. I was excited to get Mystic Mine.
You're
I
weird,
know,
dude.
I know that I had an out on my deck.
Okay.
That out being crossed out. So like the next 2 turns I drew this and I went cross out, call mine, and then I killed him. It
Jesus Christ.
was like really funny. He wasn't expecting this. I fucking
yeah,
I got
most
hyped.
definitely, dude. Yeah, crossout is worth the money, you think, or what?
Of course, crack. Yeah.
This card's crack. It's free. It's free. All right. Perfect.
You also like if you're playing Sword Soul or like Deathspell, you need to call like D barrier or you're just gonna auto lose that.
Yeah.
Also, this is like good because when they do that, you can just call cross out on cross out, so it protects your D barrier.
Perfect, man. That's
Then
awesome.
1 tactics, 1 call by. I wanted to play like this, but like I didn't want to side like unnecessary cards, so I played 1 copy. It was still pretty good. I actually never resolved this. I saw it a few times, but I never resolved it.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know.
Go back in the binder, maybe. Who knows?
And call buys was great. Extra deck, 1 Ling. This card was alright. For our social players I played against. Speaking of which, I played 9 rounds today. I played like 6 Sword Soul, 1 Despia, 1 Flunder. And dude, I swear I just played a bunch of Sword Soul because I can't remember anything else.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I think it was just all Sword Soul, but 1 Flunder player and 1 Despia player.
Okay.
So yeah, 1 Lingerebo. This card was really good against the Sword Soul matchup because they would go set blackout.
Yeah.
And when I make this, it's just so unexpected that I have like a trap negate already.
Yeah,
So
free
like
trap
out of
negate.
blackout, like gets traded with this thing. This card's the best card in the game.
Get out of here, dude. Link's fine.
No, actually, it actually was because I got nibbed. Right? I got nibbed, then I made, with the token, I had to make this, and I was able to keep extending to make Heat Soul and draw some cards, and like, hopefully go into a grind game. So yeah, this card was actually clutch.
Gotcha.
2 Infants, this card's really good. I actually really wanted to play 3, it adds your field spell. 1 Splash Mage, I really want to play 2, but there's no room. Cyber's Wicked is part of your combo. Update Jammer, this card was clutch. Actually, this card was insanely clutch today. I killed so many people with just going like Gachiri, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Update Jammer, Chain Link 3, Access Code. They can't respond to Access Code, it's unaffected, it attacks twice, it's 4,300. So they just lost on the spot. 1 Security Dragon, this card was actually really clutch because I saw Token Collector so much, I like almost didn't miss a beat because I literally saw Token Collector against all my Sword Soul points. All my Sword Soul
That's
points.
just very fortunate, I guess,
saw
huh?
it. Yeah, I was like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, most definitely, dude.
I actually didn't see it all. Like,
Oh, okay.
skip 2 Sword Soul players were fortunate enough not to see the Token Collector.
Gotcha.
But when I did see the Token Collector, I needed to get it off the board and turn it into this. And it was pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Then I play 1 Templar as part of your combos, what brings back all 3 of your dudes to make their rival. This thing's sometimes you can make some weird plays and make a rival early before you make this. So like when they're saving Nib for this part as your choke point, it's already too late because I already made the rival. This card's insane, like the best card in the deck actually.
Really? Okay.
There were so many times where I wasn't able to make this guy, but I was able to make this guy and draw hand traps, and it was pretty nice. This card was insane. It
Oh,
killed
yeah,
a lot of
access
people.
to this thing.
And the man himself, the Arrival.
Boom.
This card is so insane. I don't even make this 6,000. I just make it 4,000, and literally decks still can't out this thing. It was like it was just too much. Like all my opponents who went Sheng Ying on me, I just went Dan Mari effect, target, negate, and it was done. Like I just protected this thing as much as I could, and it got me there. There was one point where my opponent just had like a whole hand, right? And like all I had was this and like a droplets. But at the end of this turn, this was still on the board. So I was like just able to win still. Like against a normal board, I would have just lost right there, but this thing was too hard to out. And one light dragon adding Mister, and one Wind Pegasus.
Yeah, I saw the Wing Pegasus. Like I was watching your last final game.
I use this card so many times.
Okay.
I use both of these like so many times. Probably not this, but this more often than this. This card was so good.
Yeah, just protection,
before
right?
I go into this or this,
yeah,
I would just like go Heavy Storm before I like go into like this card, so they can go like dropless on this. It was like so good.
Yeah.
And my opponent did have a dropless. I went like pop 2. It was like droplets and perm. It was like sick. All right, access code.
Yeah, most definitely, dude. Yeah, I saw you resolve that. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Real quick, side deck. So I played 3 Token Collector. This card's really good.
Okay, of course.
I literally saw it so many times. This card's so good.
Of course, man. It's just stupid. Did you play against anyone like with any adventure packets today or no?
I played no like adventure players.
Damn,
if
that's
I did,
crazy.
I like probably killed them too quickly.
For sure, for sure.
2 Crow. I never sided this because the Despio player I played against, he was like on Predator plans. So like I wasn't even sure if they even go Brandon in red. So I didn't decide it. So I just kept the Mystic Minds in, and like I didn't even like Mystic Mind him. I just killed him.
Yeah.
1 Droll. Okay, this is an odd choice, but my deck literally auto loses to Droll, and I didn't want to main Droll because the card's not that great.
Okay.
But when I like side, I like want to side deck 1 Droll, so I just don't lose to it.
Makes sense.
It's probably wrong for that, but like it is what it is. I didn't know what to play. 3 Dark Ruler, no more, and 2 Lightning Storm. So these are my board breaking cards. I saw a combination of this and this in my last round.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, no way, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
So I go Storm, trade for Cosmic and Blackout, then I go Dark Ruler, trade with Sheng Ying, and then Sovereign Supreme. It was fucking hilarious. And then I made the Arrival, and it was insane.
That's dope, man.
This card,
Oh, yeah, MVP, huh?
this card was alright.
Yeah, side MVP or no?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What happened to you, man?
Like even if I like go call Fusion or call Synchro, like they weren't outing the Arrival anyway. Like this was just insurance. There was one time where someone went cross out on this thing, and I went Dan Mari effect, target, negate, cross out, and then they were just locked out of Synchros.
Yikes. Yikes.
And 1 red reboot.
Oh,
I sided this.
ass card, yep.
I actually sided this against all Sorcerer players because I was just like assuming it was sided in like floodgates. Like, oh shit, I don't want to lose like anti-spell, so I'm gonna red reboot you.
For sure. So your side deck, you had a little bit of thinking, but some choices were like kind of like last minute or say it was.
Literally all last minute. Like I actually almost for a second forgot that I wrote this on my list. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I hope I wrote draw on my list because I like totally forgot if I did or didn't.
Well, that's
Because
awesome.
like it was so forgettable.
Yeah.
Like I never actually used draw. I never used it. It was just in my deck for toss out.
Yes, protect yourself.
Yeah, that's why like I said, I didn't want to main deck it. I wanted to side deck it.
Well, look, man, congratulations today going undefeated, and congratulations on the free case you got there, dude. I'm glad, you know, you're able to like play a deck no one else was playing today, and
Yeah, I'll talk about
went
my
crazy
actual
for it.
list, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So round 1, I play against. I play against Virtual World. Okay. So I actually lost like 7 dice rolls today. No, I lost 6. My bad. So I lost 6 dice rolls today, and it didn't matter because I was just playing like, all these Broken Ghost Tycoon cards.
Yeah.
I go Ash on like one of his virtual rolls, and he passed, and I made access code with Update Jammer and Gachiri, and I killed him. In game 2, I did the same thing. Then round 2, I play against Sword Soul. No, I play against Despio, my bad. And I make the Arrival, he can't out it. Game 2, I go droplets on his cards and make Arrival. I mean, access code with Update Jammer, I kill him that turn. And then round 3, I play against another Sword Soul player for once. And there was a point where he could have actually made the game go out longer because he had Nib in his hand. But like when I was trying to go for access code, he totally forgot that I don't have to go for like this. He was saving his Nib for this choke point, but like he should have hit me way earlier because I went Gachiri, Update Jammer into this. And and like he couldn't nip me anymore. And I killed him for it.
Yeah.
And then I play against Thunder. That's the match where I went cross out on his Mystic Mine and I killed him.
Jesus. All right.
And then game 2, I Mystic Mine him back, and I actually fucked him up this time because like I went arrival mine, like out it, doesn't out it, and then I go island reset itself out my own mine, and then I kill him. In round 5, I play against Dean Arbuckle, one of our good players here.
Yeah, man.
I think he's one of the best players here.
For sure, dude. Dean has multiple tops.
Game 1, he goes first. I sack him by using Heat Soul to draw the field spell, and I said, if I draw a field spell, you die this turn. Like, after he stopped me from getting my first field spell, I go, effect, draw. I draw the field spell, and I kill him.
You're not going to beat that deck profile in time.
Anyway, then I play round 5, Sword Soul again. We drew this game actually, but I drew like full combo and deep barrier. I was like, sick, and token collector. We went at time, so like it didn't matter. And then round 6, top cut, I play against Sword Soul. I Mystic Mine him after he like went Desires, and he asked me how many cards do I play. It's like, bro, you just went Desires, banish 10. How many cards do you think I play? Anyway, so he loses that, and I play against Sword Soul again.
Are you in top 8 at this point?
We're in top 4 now, so we're in
Okay.
semifinals. So I play against Sword Soul. Pretty much do the same thing. I make update jammer, access code, kill him. And then my final round, I made the arrival instead of going for game, because I was like trying to play around there. Yeah, that's pretty much all my matchups.
Anything you'll change the deck at all? I know you said there's a couple like
Honestly,
instances you didn't like use a couple cards.
As much as I said this card was insane, it was actually not that great today. It was like really good against. It won me some game 1s, but like it actually lost me some game 1s too. Because like they just went circle on their Sword Soul card, and they control no monsters, and then I died next turn.
Well, one thing I noticed, man, in your results, looks like you didn't play any Eldritch. We didn't guess we didn't have anyone who like made the top cut or did well with it, but I feel like
That's actually good for me because my background matchup was not that great.
for sure.
Like this is not good against Lord, the Heavenly Prison, and this is good, but like it's only at 1, so.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, you beat
I'm glad I avoided Eldritch.
No, I was thinking that. Like, we got started, I was like, hold on, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, like Eldritch can't out their rival though. Like,
Well, look-
they still can't out this.
Yeah, they only got beaten anyway by Branded or like Sword Soul.
Real quick, I'm gonna make one more point before I sign off with this video.
Let's go, man.
So you do your full combo, make this 4,000. This is still on the board. Then you go Mystic Mine down, and now they have to out this with one monster at a time, right?
Yeah.
And if they like just choose to pass back on you to trap you on your own mind, you just go effect of this. It's gonna reset itself, and then you just continue to play.
That's so stupid, dude.
That was hilarious. That's why this card was go first or second for me.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Well, man, congratulations once again. I'm glad that, like I said, you went undefeated with a deck no one expected you to really do well with, and got some good representation today with all your boxes that you won off your case. Until next time, thank you again for Profile Alex.
No problem.
All right, you guys take care, guys.